In Cape High Court, defence lawyers say that evidence given by a woman who saw the accused in hospital on the day in April 1997 must be treated with caution as she is a single witness. Judge Hlophe says that the accused lied and bought the child for 3,000 rand. Well, let's get an update now on those proceedings. Our reporter Vanessa Puna is live from the High Court. Vanessa, good afternoon. So this case has had a lot of attention, a young girl being reunited with her parents after nearly 20 years. We're at the pinnacle of the trial now. What has come out of proceedings?
Good afternoon to you, Natasha. Yes, today in just under an hour and a half, both the state and defence wrapped up its arguments here in the Western Cape High Court in the kidnapping trial of a 51-year-old woman accused of snatching baby Zephany Nurse from her mother's side at the Groote Schuur Hospital in April 1997. Closing arguments by the defence counsel, Riaz Khan, focusing on the testimony of state witness Shireen Pitt. Now, according to Mr. Khan, the evidence presented by Mrs. Pitt that she saw the accused at the hospital the day before and the day that Zephany was indeed taken from court is unreliable since she's a single witness. But his submission was questioned by Judge John Hlophe, saying that the evidence provided by Mrs. Pitt has indeed been corroborated by not only Mornay Nurse but also a Celeste Nurse who gave a description of what exactly the woman was wearing, and also a nurse at the time at Groote Schuur Hospital, Gertrude Hanslow, who also testified not to seeing the accused before court at the hospital, but describing the clothing that she wore. So Riaz Khan earlier telling the court that if indeed the court finds the suspect and the accused guilty on the first charge, and that's of kidnapping, then it would flow that she would also be found guilty and convicted on the third charge, and that's of contravening the Children's Act. However, on the second charge, that being fraud, and that relating to the registration of birth at the Malmesbury Home Affairs Department, Mr. Khan submits that the court has not heard any direct evidence linking the accused before court to having physically gone to Malmesbury and registering Zephany's birth under her new name. However, the state prosecutor, Zephany Nurse, has told the court that indeed the accused, by her own version, she's already guilty of kidnapping. She's saying that the accused's explanation, not only in her 35-page plea explanation, but also when she took the stand here in the Western Cape High Court, does not make sense. The judge seemed to agree, saying that he finds her evidence confusing, and also that she has, in so many words, admitted to having paid 3,000 rand for a baby. Now, with the closing arguments concluded here in the Western Cape High Court, tomorrow at 10 o'clock, Judge Hlophe is expected to give judgment, pass judgment in this matter, and all eyes will be on the Western Cape High Court tomorrow. As was said earlier, this case not only interesting to South Africans but also abroad, a case of a family devastated almost 19 years ago, a 3-day-old baby snatched from her mother's side, and by sheer chance of a sibling attending the same school as her last year, then uncovering the truth. DNA tests, of course, confirming that Zephany Nurse is indeed the child that went missing from Groote Schuur Hospital in April 1997.
Vanessa, thank you very much for that update. Vanessa Puna live from the Western Cape High Court, and just saying there that this case has received worldwide attention as media has honed in on this story. So we will have updates for you as it progresses and tomorrow. Well, the state has provisionally withdrawn rape charges against one of Nelson Mandela's